Hello! How the heck are you today? I am so happy you're here. Today we are going to be doing 2 looks with this palette from Odens and Lauren Mae Beauty, the SeaTalk palette. This is what it looks like. This is one of the 3 collab palettes that they have in the Perfect World. Is that what it is? I think so. The Perfect World collection. I'll have all the details down below in the description box for you, as well as Lauren's channel and her reveal video. Now these are limited editions, so if you have your eye on them, I wouldn't put it off too much longer because you might regret it when they're gone. I already have 2 videos up with these palettes, one using all 3 palettes to create one very, very colorful look, and also one doing 2 looks with the Planet Spirit palette. This one right here. This is the collab palette with Betty Jean. I will put both of those videos up in the corner, up in the cards here, so you can check those out if you would like to. We still have another video coming with the 3rd palette, which is Makeup Just for Fun's Flora Story palette. Look how beautiful this one is. This one is coming. I will have it up for you as soon as I can. So if you want to catch that, make sure you're subscribed and turn your notifications on. But today it is all about this beauty here. I can't wait to get into these, but first, if we haven't met before, hi, my name is Sherry. Welcome to Makeup Therapy. If you are a makeup enthusiast like myself who loves playing with makeup as a hobby, then you are in the right place. So sit back, relax, forget about everything else for just a little while we play with some makeup together. And playing with some beautiful, sparkly indie palettes is something I love to do. So if that is content you love to see, then subscribe for more. Before we get into the looks, let's go ahead and do some swatches. I'm going to do the mattes on the back of my hand and the shimmers across my palm because I think these really show them off better. And then at the end, I'll show a clip with all of the swatches together so you can see the full color story. First up, we have Dolphin Tail, which is a beautiful cool brown. I just wiped my hand off with a makeup wipe. That's probably why it's looking not so great. Look at that. It's almost got like a little touch of lavender, kind of. I don't know. When I first saw this palette, this was probably the one I was least excited about, only because there's a lot of neutral in here. I shouldn't even say a lot. I mean, it's really only this corner, but I do love me some color. But these neutrals are absolutely beautiful, and they're not really what you would expect. When I saw the swatches of these, it actually made me fall in love with this palette. And up next for our first shimmer, we have this kind of bronzy one here called Sunken Treasure. I have a beautiful bronzy gold with some gold and orange shimmers in it. Look how wet that looks. That is something with pretty much all of Odens Eye shimmers. They look so wet and shiny, just gorgeous. This one has a lot of dimension to it. I know it's hard to pick up on the camera, but it's almost kind of got a rosy gold to it as well, with that kind of pink and orange shimmer in it. This is something special. Next up, we have the only satin in the entire collection. This is called Electric Kelp. Where am I even going to put that? Do I put that with the mattes or do I put that with the shimmers? There are a lot of shimmers in this palette. We're going to need probably every inch of space here, but I'm going to go ahead and put this on my wrist. Oh my goodness. This makes a beautiful bright inner corner with the neutrals, or with any of them. Holy Moses, that is beautiful. It's definitely electric something, that's for sure. Wow. All right, next up we have Mermaid Scale, which is kind of almost a little bit minty. This shade is actually pretty creamy. So we have, looks like a mint. And then this is another one. We have gold, pink, orange specks in it, some sparkles. Again, the camera is never going to pick that up, I don't think. But wow, in person, again, super special shade. It's just gorgeous. Then we have this dark blue shimmer called Ocean Jewel. This is a blue. It's got a little bit of a purple shift in it. Ugh. All of these shimmers in all 3 of these palettes. Wow. They are just incredible. Oh my goodness. We're definitely going to be using that today. I think we're going to be using all of the shades in this palette between the 2 looks. I'm pretty sure. All right, next up we have this cool brown shimmer. What is that called? Smoky what? Smoky Pearl. This one is very special. This one definitely has a touch of purple in it. Like I said, these Neutrals, I mean, yeah, they're neutral, but they're special. Definitely special neutrals. I really, really love this shade. Then we have our second neutral matte. This one is called Driftwood, and this is our warm brown. Almost has like a little bit of a red, really rich and pigmented. We're definitely gonna have to go onto the arm with these shimmers. Oh no! Next up we have Iridescent Shell. This looks very pink, which is a little bit deceiving because look at that. We have some blue and purple shift in there. Oh my gosh. This has to go on the palm. I'm gonna fit it right here. Holy smokes. Look how beautiful that is. This is kind of a little bit of a toppery shade. It's not completely transparent, but you can definitely use that as a topper. Oh gosh, so pretty. Then we have Sea Spray, which is another blue shimmer, and of course, not just any blue shimmer. We have some light blue, we have a little purple in there. This is another one of my favorite shades. Ooh, I don't want that to go on the wrist either. We're just gonna have to pack them on here. There's this one up here. It has a semi-transparent base to that one as well. That'll make it a really nice topper shade. And then last, we have this gorgeous deep blue called Night Swim. Only 3 actual mattes in here. Oh, we have it. It is such a nice, deep, rich blue. These are really our only mattes. Here are our shimmers and the satin. Now you can see why when I saw swatches of this palette. I mean, obviously, I was gonna get all 3 anyway, no matter what. But yeah, these got me. These got me. Okay, let's get into these looks. Neither one of these looks are going to be anything too big or dramatic. They're going to be really simple, but we're going to show off, I think, all of these shades. And that is the important part. I'm going to be trying out some new brushes today. These are from Cosmic Brushes. I finally ordered from the brand when they came out with the newest Muse palette. I have those right now, and a video with that will be coming up, but I wanted to go ahead and try the brushes out right away. These look really nice and shapes that I love, and they are some fairly small brushes, which I love because I have teeny little hooded eyes. Okay. All right, we are going to start off with the Dolphin Tail shade up here, the kind of taupey cool tone brown one. I'm gonna use the biggest blending brush. This is the CB1, and this is pretty much gonna be my transition shade, which, I mean, honestly, I don't usually even use transition shades or do my looks like this too often anymore, at least for, like, on videos, but today we are. That went on so nice and buttery smooth. I just love this shade. It's such a pretty color. All right, now I'm gonna take that deep blue called Night Swim, and I'm gonna put that in the outer corner, maybe a little bit through the crease, just to give some depth through the crease area. It is such a beautiful, rich blue, and it's really nice and smooth for a dark blue. I'm gonna blend that up into the transition shade and out into the transition shade and bring it a little bit through the crease. Oh, this brush that I'm using, by the way, is this one's kind of more of a domed one. This is the CB2, and then for the crease in here, I'm gonna switch to this more pointed, almost kind of a pencil brush, but a little bit longer. This is a nice small pencil brush that's in here too. I really like these brushes. This is the CB3. I'm gonna use this smaller one to bring it through the crease a little more. These blend into each other beautifully. There's no patchiness. They look so nice and smooth. Not that I would expect anything less from Odens. Now I'm just gonna kind of go back and forth a little bit, make sure my blends are really good and get it to where I want it, and then we will move on to shimmers. Okay, I think that's about where I wanted. Now I'm going to move on to shimmers. Let's see. In the two looks with the Planet Spirit palette, I only sprayed the shimmers because I think that these look better sprayed than with glitter primer, but maybe we'll test it out against each other. I think on this side I'm going to spray it, and then on the other side maybe we'll use the NYX glitter primer, and you can see which one you like better. So I'm going to start off with the dark blue shimmer. Up here, Ocean Jewel. I'm going to put that on the outer part of the lid. I'm not even cleaning it off, doing a cut crease, anything like that. Like I said, these are going to be some really simple looks. Oh my goodness. That is such a pretty blue shimmer. We've got dark blue, light blue. I'm not going to take this too far because I'm going to have 3 shimmers on the lid. I hope. I hope. I just want to take this on my finger and see how that looks. Oh, wow. Just like with a lot of shimmers, it's going to have so much more impact off the finger. Now I'm actually going to go into this shimmer here called Smoky Pearl. Oh yes, these look so nice together. Then on the innermost part, I'm going to be taking this other light blue shimmer called Sea Spray. That is going to be tucked in right in the inner part here. My goodness, that's bright. Wow. Oh gosh, maybe that probably should have been in the middle there where the other taupey shimmer is, but it almost gives it a little bit of a halo effect, so I'm not mad at it. I thought this was going to come off much lighter than it did. It's so much brighter than I thought it was going to be on the lid. That's all right though. I'm not mad at it. Like I said, it almost gives it a little bit of a halo effect with the two blues on each side. Okay, I'm just going to touch up the outer corner here. Not that it needs it that much, but I'm just going to stamp on some more of the dark blue to kind of blend it into the shimmer a little more before I forget to do that. Then I'm going to take the smallest pencil brush. This is the CB5, and I'm going to put this iridescent shell on the inner corner. I did spray that one too. Wow, that pink with that beautiful blue flip in it. That's gorgeous. All right, lower lash line. I'm just going to take the blue a little bit in, and then the taupey, the cool brown shade, and then I think I'm gonna pull this over the brown and see how that looks. I'm gonna place these with this small pencil brush, and then I'll probably grab something, kind of blend them out with. I did go in a little heavy-handed, but I definitely have some blue fallout over here. Although considering how much I packed it on, it's really not that much. All right, now into Dolphin Tail. I love how these two shades blend into one another. I think they make a beautiful combo. All right, I'm gonna take this kind of flimsy, I love these kinds of brushes. They're a little bit more sparse and pretty flimsy. They give a beautiful soft blend, especially if you want to add something like a black or just a touch of a darker shade. These kind of brushes will give you a little bit of depth without it taking over. I love these. This is the CB4, and I'm not going to put anything on it. I'm just going to run it under here to buff these out. I think I'm going to take a little bit of Dolphin Tail just so it looks wrapped around from the top, so it looks a little more cohesive. I'm going to go back in with that tiny pencil brush, and I'm going to bring some of that iridescent shell just down onto the lower lash, dragged onto the lower lash line a little bit more. Kind of want to see what it's going to look like over that brown, and I just want there to be more of it because it's beautiful. Pulling it over that brown, I think a lot more of that blue is coming out, whereas in the corner, without anything under it, you can see the pink a lot better. That is a beautiful shade. Oh, I love that so much. That's pretty much it for the look. I'm going to get this finished off. Like I said, super easy look. I just want to take a look at how beautiful these shades are. So I will finish this off and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Here is the finished look. I really like how this one turned out. I love the cool tone browns with these blues. I think they're just gorgeous together. And these shimmers are so wet and sparkly. Oh, I love them so much. Okay, let's quickly talk about details. For the liner on the top, I used a ColourPop liquid liner. I think these are fairly new. This one is called Love Fool. Yeah, okay. They have a whole bunch of different colors. I wanted to try this one out. It went on great. It was really smooth. No skipping. It was opaque. It was really nice. The mascara I used on the lower lash line is the Item Beauty Lash Snack again. I've been liking this a lot for the lower lash line. And then in the waterline, I wanted to go with a lavender. And that is this one from Revolution, their Beetlejuice collection. I don't know if you can get these anymore. And they're pencil liners, which would make you think maybe they're dry and scratchy, but they're really not. They're actually really nice and creamy and smooth. I love these for the waterline. So that is what we have in there. The lashes are the Ardell Naked Lashes, the Style 421. I really like these. They're just so glittery and wispy. I love these lashes. But yeah, that is everything. What do you think about these blues? Oh, they're stunning. Okay, moving on to look number 2. All right, our only crease shade that we're going to be using in this is Driftwood, the warm brown, because we only have those 3 mattes to choose from. And I am going to be using this e.l.f. Precision blending brush. I don't think these have numbers. Of course, I already put stuff on it, but it looks like this. But yeah, this is going to be our only matte going on here. I love the tone of this brown. It's just almost like it has a brick red base on it. It is so incredibly rich. Very smooth. Wow. Very, very smooth. Very rich. I know I just said that, but I had to say it again because it's so good. I'm just going to take this all the way through the crease and then get it blended out. And that's all there's going to be to our matte in the crease. This brush, by the way, is really nice. Just got it. I don't know why I did because it's not like I need new brushes, but but it's really nice. And it's e.l.f., so you know it's affordable. It's always good when you can get really nice quality brushes that aren't going to cost you an arm and a leg. This honestly is performing like a cream. I'm going to take kind of a bigger brush just to blend out the very edges. This is a crown brush. I think it had a number on it at one point, but I can't read it anymore. Just a big fluffy blender. Okay, that's it for our mattes. Now going into our shimmers. We're of course going to use the bronze shimmer up here. That one is called Sunken Treasure. And then on this side, I'm going to go ahead and put the NYX on like we talked about, and we'll see which way we like them better. Okay, I'll smear that on. Not too much. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I might have to eat my words because at least this one, oh wow. This is looking so much shinier and wet. Okay, maybe I take that back. Maybe it depends on what shade you're using. Try it out different ways. But holy smokes. Wow. Yeah, this one definitely does really well with NYX. That's beautiful. And it's so wet and shiny. Gorgeous. Oh, I love mint and brown together. So that's what we're gonna do. We're taking Mermaid Scale, which is our minty shimmer, and we're putting that in the front. Oh, yes. These two colors together are so pretty. Just about all of these are pretty chunky in this palette. Oh yeah, I love those two together. I'm just gonna take some dry and kind of drag it over the bronze to blend these in a little more. Maybe use my finger to tap them together. I just love those shades together so much. All right, I'm gonna take just a little more of the matte, tap it out here, just to bring that and the shimmer together a little more. All right, then I'm just gonna take that same brown and bring it under the lower lash line and blow it out. I'm gonna go back to the Cosmic Brushes one, this kind of flimsy one, since it didn't really have anything on it in the other eye. I'm gonna use that to kind of blow this out on the lower lash line. Getting my divot out here. That brush worked beautifully to give us a nice soft blend under there. But then again, probably anything would, because this brown blends like a dream. Okay, for the inner corner, I'm gonna go into Electric Kelp. I actually really like that with these colors. I'm gonna use this little shader packing, whatever this is. It's small from the Cosmic Brushes. This is a CB6. It's really dense and very small, and I think it's gonna work great for an inner corner brush. I'm just gonna put this on dry. Look how good that looks with these colors. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm going to try spraying it and see if we can intensify it a little. It's a satin, so we'll see. Oh, yeah, a little bit. A little bit. I think I'm going to use this same one, and I'm going to bring that Mermaid Scale shade down here a little bit. Give that a little bit of a spray. And go back into that Electric Kelp and pull that in to mix those together, blend those together. I really love those shades together. Different, but I really like that. Okay, well, this is all we have going on here. Let me go ahead and finish off and I will be right back. All right, here we go. This is the finished look. I really love this one. I love this one too. I love both of these. There are so many beautiful colors in this palette. Okay, quickly, let's talk details over here. The liner I used this time is the Trailus Eterno. This is black, even though it's in blue packaging. Lashes are the same. They are the Ardell 421. I think they're not showing up quite as much over here as they do over there. Guess it depends what color you have in the background, but as eyeshadow, it could probably stand to be curled too, I suppose. But yeah, I really like those lashes. In the waterline, I wanted to go with mint, so we get a little bit more of that. And I use the NYX Jumbo Pencil. I used this in one of my looks in the last video as well. Shade is Macaron, and same item, Beauty Lash Snack mascara on the bottom lashes, and that is everything, I'm pretty sure. Okay, I also do have on Oden's Eye blush and highlighter and lip stuff. This time for the blush, I wanted to go something a little bit nude, kind of. This is Apricot Girl. This is the blush I used. And then the highlighter, I went with the blue because I knew I was going to be using this blue. This is what the highlighter looks like. It is one from the Solmon 2 collection. Azura Shine. These are so beautiful. Very sparkly though, so just know that in case you're not into that kind of thing. Speaking of sparkle, I do have Fallout. Glittery, sparkly Fallout. It's not terrible though. It's not too bad, and most of it did wipe away pretty easily, even just with this flimsy fan brush. Yeah, it's not terrible. Considering how sparkly the eyeshadows are, it wasn't bad at all. Oh, and then the lip I have on today is one of the Oden's Eye cream lipsticks. This color, it matches this shadow absolutely perfectly. This is S101 Tulipa Kiss. And then on top, I put a little bit of this ColourPop Luxe Gloss. It's a deep brown, but it has some gold sparkle in it. Just a little bit though. So that is everything we have going on. Let's talk about the palette. So like I mentioned, I think this is the one I was the least drawn to when I first saw it. But once I saw it swatched out, I was very excited about it. I already knew I was getting all three of the palettes. It made me 10 times more excited to get this one and to play with this one. I really love these looks. Now, while it's not going to give me like a very me look when I like to sit down and play with makeup and create kind of bigger, colorful, more dramatic looks, but you can get some quick, somewhat colorful if you want to, gorgeous, special looks with not a lot of effort, because these mattes blend amazingly well. They are so buttery, so soft, so smooth. This brown, it was like a cream shadow. It just blended like a dream. I love the pop of yellow, the little bit of a satin shade. I think that was smart to use as an inner corner. For these, I bet the blue with that electric kelp, if you did like an all blue look and a pop of that yellow on the inner corner, that would be really pretty. There's a lot of really nice looks you can do with this that are going to be more on the not quite so colorful side as far as the mattes go, but you get little pops of color. You can go all neutral, and the neutral shades are all very beautiful, like unique neutral, kind of unique. The cool toned brown, I absolutely love. This warm brown that's kind of got like a brick red going on in it. Love that shade so much. So what do you think about these? Is this one that you would add to your collection? How much use do you think you would get out of it? I would say for myself, I would probably be, the shade I love so much. This shade is just, it just looks like the most beautiful cool toned lavender, and we have some gold and silver sparkles in it, I think. I don't know, they're just very unique and very special. I'll be pulling these shimmers a lot, I think, and when I'm going for a nude look, I can definitely see pulling this out because I love these neutrals so much. Check out my Oden's Eye playlist here next if you want to see some more with these palettes or with the Solmon 2 collection. If you enjoyed this video, I would love to know that, so give it a like if you enjoyed it. please. Thank you. And thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I had a blast playing with this palette. These are so beautiful. I had so much fun. I hope you did too. I'll see you in the next one.